Booted away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
That's caught. It's Anderson. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you...
There he goes! He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard... Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Finds his man, it's Reeder.
Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, it's just a throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open, and it looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Moving out of the pocket. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket. Moving out to the right.
And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. The Scarlet Knights offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Back to throw, it's Schultz. Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
On the run, it's Bates. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds space on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That's caught. It's Bates. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Schultz. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a sec.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Touchdown, Rutgers. Fitted in the window for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Snagged out of the air. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space. Yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles.
Turning it on! Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Wildcats will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw again. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy.
Running free. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Next going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! Extra point here will tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Boyd. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Schultz. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. Quick spin on the run. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. He's in open space downfield. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, better look out! Gets it past the marker. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. Finds a man in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Scarlet Knights started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw, it's Schultz. Makes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking downfield on first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it at the 30. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Note. Air Force rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Falcon Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Wants to throw. It's Schultz. He's got it. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's a hit. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The decision to go for it does not. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Steps away. Working on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. Offense in a bunch formation. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that...
A shot toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Northwestern, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 40.
On the double.
And the Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Schultz. Turns it loose. Grabs it inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Bates. And that ball is live in the back. They lost the ball out of bounds.